a little bit more about that. But she's starting to see and feel the same sort of disconnect that's happening now between the citizens of this country and our government. This is Miss Mirela Monte, and she's the organizer of BP equals biological predators. Yeah! And vote out BP puppets, and she's got a lot to say. Miss Mirela Monte.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I take this out? I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. I know several of you have traveled many, many hours to be here. I also want to thank Lydia, who has spent the entire summer, 7 days a week, all her waking hours organizing this. I appreciate you. I appreciate Lydia, all of you. You are the Echo Soldiers. You are my heroes. And I am honored to be serving among you. Thank you. I was born and raised behind the Iron Curtain in communist Romania. I remember very, very vividly how it felt to know that you couldn't speak your mind, that you had to be careful of what you said, who you spoke with, what you did. I felt the oppression under the communist system my entire life until I came to the United States of America, which I have to tell you was the most joyous, most liberating day of my life. I have vivid memories of my arrival and how hard I worked for 2 years. My parents defected, and it took them 2 years to get us out. I was 13 at the time. And when I came here, that was an amazing, amazing occasion, the most momentous of my life. I felt that I could breathe for the first time in my life. I no longer had to be afraid of what I said. I had freedom of speech, I had freedom of religion, and it took me months to actually speak my mind. I was so indoctrinated under that communist regime to watch what I said that it took me a long time to finally grasp that I actually could speak my mind and associate with whomever I wanted and read whatever I wanted. The day I walked into an American library and I saw every subject, it was right there for my taking. It was an amazing, amazing occasion. It was so liberating. I cherish that freedom. In 1989, I opened my Sunday paper to discover that my government was going to bring hazardous waste in my neighborhood at McClellan Air Force Base in the Sacramento area. They were going to deposit it about 200 yards from an elementary school. I said, hell no, you're not. So I drew up a petition that very moment, as soon as I put the paper down, and I went door to all my neighbors. And they signed, and they said, honey, we'll sign, but you won't be able to fight the U.S. government. I said, you just go ahead and sign and let me worry about the rest. Well, within the next 6 to 8 months, I was able to connect with everybody else in the area who did care. And guess what? The EPA hearing where they were going to have maybe a handful of people, we had hundreds of people show up because we had organized the march through downtown Sacramento. We had great news coverage, and guess what? We won. So I know it can be done. I know that us little people, the small people as BP, yeah, small people have power. Yes, alone, we don't have much power. We are not represented. Big business is represented. But, put all of us little people together. Do you think that we can effect change? You bet your bottom dollar. And it's you and you and you and you and all of those who participate in the social media, which is the only place that you can really know what's going on, the tragedy in the Gulf. The news media is not really covering it. So you have to turn to the social media. And for the time being, we're free to engage in this for the time being. We've taken a lot of things for granted, myself included. And a lot has changed since 1989. When the BP oil spill first happened, I paid attention to it like everybody else, and I thought surely within a few weeks it will be all taken care of. And then week after week after week, and then Corexit happened. And that was a rude awakening for me. I kept scratching my head. Wait a minute, okay, so this Corexit, number one, we don't really know what's in it because it's proprietary and they won't tell us, but we do know several of the ingredients which are highly toxic. We also know that it's illegal. Corexit is illegal in most countries, including Great Britain. Okay? Why have they so generously lavished Corexit? The official figures, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the official figures are 1.8 million gallons of this powerful toxic chemical showered in our Gulf, on our people, and our animals to hide the oil. How is this possible? Where is my government? Where is my government? I'm counting on all these agencies, and I'm discovering during this tragic event that they're not representing me. Where are they? Why are they in bed with BP? Why is it that BP is telling my agency what to do and what not to do? Why don't they listen to us? Why are they allowing this to happen? This is criminal. This is criminal. We have no idea what the health ramifications are. We really don't know. It's a mass science project. Yes, and we are the subjects. So I ask you, how do we go about having a voice? We have been doing it. We're all here. We have been engaged in the social media, which has been very effective. We have a number of groups, and I understand this morning, I don't know if all of you heard this, but two of the main groups, Boycott BP, the founder of that, no longer has access to his own page. Is that correct? Yeah. This is the second time this has happened. How do we deal with that? Well, number one, we know that we have power. Number two, we know we don't have power alone. So my solution here today is stay tuned to the social media, and I propose that we get a group going that has all of the administrators of all of the other Facebook groups that are involved in this to assemble in one core group that we could all plug into to follow up on this. And it's not just about BP. It's tragic, but this is only the symptom. The disease has been there a while, and we have not paid attention. Our liberties have been watered down day after day. We haven't noticed. With this event, it brought it to the forefront, and we're finally noticing that we don't have the power, that the large corporations dictate to our government what to do and what not to do. And we need to get involved. We need to get involved now before it's too late. And we do it in a smart way. We do it by uniting our forces, by getting educated about what's going on, writing about it, blogging about it, doing what we're doing now, assembling, being united. And I propose that we have one voice, maybe put together a group on Facebook that unites all of these BP groups into united. We can change things. We can come up with a name later, but you know what I'm talking about. Power to you. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you.